All right.
Once you go live, yeah, let me know. You live? All right. Hey, this is Rob, one half from the Rob and Will Show. I got a new wheel with me. Tim Davidson right here.
In the building.
In the building. All right, we're broadcasting live from DMB Cigar Party. Tim right here is the owner. We having a Super Bowl party all day. So if y'all looking and listening, y'all come on out later and join us. This show is brought to us by Rekindle Hair Restoration, specializing in all natural hair products. Hey, Tony know about that already. My wife can talk to him.
Yes, sir.
We got a show we're talking about Kobe, NFL, and of course the Super Bowl. So we're gonna start it out right. Anybody got anything on Kobe? Legend. Get the microphone, brother.
A killer on the court.
Right.
Kobe was the truth.
He was the truth.
Yeah, he was the truth. Killer on the court. That's pretty much like I say. I say Father Time got was everybody got to see a different Kobe when it came to Father Time. So
right.
I say it kind of hit everybody unexpectedly.
Yeah.
The way he went out is kind of
too soon.
That's too soon. 41 years old. I'm 40, so
too soon.
It kind of hit real hard. Like, 41?
Too soon.
Right.
This was like the second half of his life or his career where he was going to take off, and do different stuff. So I think they hit everybody.
Well, I read a post that Tracy McGrady had put out there, and Tracy said, "God forbid, just a tragedy, coincidence." But Tracy said that he remember having a conversation with Kobe. And Kobe said that he want to leave young.
He said he want to leave
young.
He
want to leave while he's young, man.
He said he want to die immortal.
That's right.
And that's exactly what happened.
That shook Tracy McGrady up. That shook him up.
You talking about after he died?
Yeah.
He kind of like foretold us.
Hey, like Kobe already foresaw the future.
Yeah.
Like he foresaw the future, man, and that, man. And we could sit back and say Kobe too soon. Man, his little daughter was way too soon.
Yeah.
But she was so attached to her daddy. And I sit back and I thought about it and played it in my head when that pilot was having problems and he figured everyone, whether he made an announcement or not, when he come to that point that it's nothing I can do. All I could think about was his daughter saying, "Daddy, save us, right?" And there's nothing that Kobe could do. Man, that's all I keep playing in my head. Because the little girls always, "Daddy, save me, daddy."
Especially if you got girls. You got girls?
No, I don't.
I got two.
Yeah,
that right there. Yeah.
I have a daughter. She's 15, and I'm 2 years older than Kobe. I'm 43. Yeah, I got a daughter. She's 15.
Right.
And I'm 43, and I look at Kobe. Growing up, like Mario said, growing up and watching him evolve from the little bratty 18-year-old coming in the league to the man he developed into.
Right.
The impact that he made on basketball and really sports in general. He's a major influence, a lot of inspiration to the younger generation growing up behind us and whatnot. So this is a very, very tough loss to the community as a whole.
As a whole.
Let's not forget all the other families and people that were on that plane. Sometimes we overlook those people, but they're just as important as he is.
Oh yeah.
It's a tough loss, and it's going to affect us for a while.
Right. What the thing I think about, especially with me having girls, is at that moment, just like you said, when the pilot figured he couldn't get it together, right? What do you say? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man.
And when I had a discussion with my kids, I said, this is why I say you live every day like it's your last. You live every day. You live every day to the fullest. You know what I mean? Every day can't be excellent and all that stuff, but you live that day to the fullest.
Right.
for what you got. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because you don't know when your number. Right. You don't know if it's your last. You don't know if you're gonna wake up the next day.
Let me tell you, Rod. Here's my output. My output on life and the way I look at it is everybody got a born on day, right? That's your birthday,
Right.
all right?
Right.
Everybody got a departure day.
Yeah.
You just don't know when that day coming.
Right. Right.
But everybody got one.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The dash,
You got
yep.
that's right.
What you,
That's
do,
right.
what you do with the dash.
That's right.
Right. Yeah. With the dash. Yeah. That
Yeah.
dash can be short.
Mhm.
That dash can be long. You know what I mean? Hey, we got some fellow Pittsburgh Steelers fans in the house.
What time y'all playing? Come on in. What time y'all playing today?
About 9 months from now at 12 o'clock.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Welcome.
They had a lady that was born in 1896. Today she's 124 years of age.
Wow.
And it was posted on Facebook. So imagine having on your tombstone, you were born like 300 years. I mean, in three
Right.
different
Right.
centuries.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was just so mind blowing.
Yeah.
So, like you said, we don't know what our day is.
Right.
You know,
That's
like some companies, some insurance company can tell you how many people are gonna die every year. The problem is we can't tell you who.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
so we don't know when.
Right.
Like you said, we can't take it for granted.
Right.
There has to be a certain urgency that we have to place in our life so that we can live to the fullest.
Right.
So we can fulfill whatever it is, and if you're a Christian person, whatever it is that God has you for.
Right. We're talking Kobe, y'all. Yeah. For the people that came in. So my moment with Kobe is when I know he was like great. The Lakers was down 15 to Portland. This before they won their first championship.
That's right.
They had Shaq, and they was down 15. Portland looked like it was Game 7 in Portland, and it looked like Portland had control of the game and was gonna win. Kobe went on a tear for the last. It was like 3.5 minutes left in the game. Kobe every time down the court was scoring, boom, scoring. Portland wasn't putting no points up. Kobe come down, boom, score real quick, and then right at the end, he came down, looked like he was gonna shoot through that alley oop to Shaq.
Yeah.
Boom, they went up. Right then, I said, man, that boy right there.
It changed the game.
Hey,
That boy bad.
there's no doubt about it, right?
Right.
Like him or love him on that basketball court,
Yeah.
this guy was the truth, right?
Yeah.
And the only way you don't like him is because you don't like the Lakers.
That's right.
True.
Such a guy. The guy
What's
just
up, man?
he ball. Here's another thing you got to think about. Kobe came into the league at what? 18?
18.
Hey man, I thought about this, and I don't know how many of you thought about this. Kobe was already grown before he come into the league because that matures you much faster. This guy was already a young adult.
Right.
Young sister.
Well, he grew up overseas.
That's right.
He had 2 or 3 languages under his belt by 18.
Yeah.
You know, his dad was real well versed, played the league,
That's
played
right.
overseas.
That's right.
So he was groomed for that.
For this.
He was
Yeah.
groomed for that.
You're right.
Yeah.
What hurts us so bad is the fact that we had invited him into our living rooms, into our homes, into our lives. You know, and so the reason we're feeling this pain so bad because he's an extended member
That's right.
that he left, and it hurts.
That's right.
You know, we wanted more of him.
Right.
You know, and
And guess what? He had a lot more to offer.
he had a lot
This
more.
guy was getting what? Grammys, Oscars.
The books he wrote, the children.
Right.
He
Yeah.
wrote.
Well, he was doing more, you know,
Behind the scenes.
well, when he finished with his, you know, with his being famous and with his money, he was doing more after he left than he did before.
Right.
You know, he had more time,
Yeah.
more money, more access. You know.
Yeah.
And then I heard something on the radio where he invested in one of the sports drinks.
Oh,
They went from like 2 million to like 200 million.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, tough, man. That's tough. That was last Sunday, a week ago today.
Right.
A week ago today. And guess what else you will never be able to hear? His Hall of Fame speech.
Oh, wow. That's how I think about it.
Hall of
Yeah,
Fame
speech.
speech.
Because he didn't get a chance to actually do it.
No, sir.
One thing about Kobe is his work ethic. I'm an Allen Iverson fan. I've loved him since he left Georgetown. And one thing he said when they played in Los Angeles, Kobe picked him up, took him out around town, and had a nice dinner and everything. And out there with the party, and this goes to his work ethic and the type of player he was. He asked Allen Iverson, "What are you doing to leave here?" He said, "I'm going to the club." And Allen Iverson said, "Well, what are you going to do?" He said, "I'm going to the gym."
Yeah.
Right.
So that shows the dedication he had and his work
He was
ethic.
serious about it.
Right. And
He was
the
serious about
purpose he was.
Right. He was
Right.
serious.
What'd you say?
Mentality.
Mama.
Mama mentality.
Yeah.
Perfect practice, make perfect game.
I don't know, man. Because I'm still lost.
We all are. We all
I'm
are.
still lost.
We all
I'm still lost.
Yeah.
We'll always feel that.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
always feel that.
That's just how far-reaching he was, though, because it was so much more than who he was on the court. It was his testimony as how he lived his life as a father, as an entrepreneur, and honestly, what it really comes down to, for me, what gives me peace is if he knew the Lord.
Yeah.
And they said that they went to mass that morning before they got on the plane.
Wow.
So he clearly had a relationship with God. So I think that is the important thing, and that is even a greater testament to people watching him.
That's right.
And you know what else? I love to see. I like what they're doing. The tribute they're making to him. It doesn't matter what sport.
Right.
Soccer, hockey, golf, everybody. They wearing that 24 or number 8. Overseas, everybody's tuned in. They are showing that love for Kobe.
I mean, even Dallas was lit up.
Yeah, lit up in purple and gold.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he had.
You know what else? That's right. Hey, you know what? If you recall last Sunday when this happened, immediately, and you gotta love this, you gotta respect this guy. Mark Cuban said no one would ever wear that. He stepped up first. Mark Cuban said no first. He said no one would wear that jersey.
Nobody
both of them.
wore number 24 anyway for Dallas.
Right. So that was perfect. I mean, that was great. That was great. Even if you came in and you wore 24 through high school and college, guess what? That jersey is not available if you come to the Mavericks. It's not available. We love that. I like that. Mark Cuban stepped up, man.
He and I had a love-hate relationship. Because I hated him because he was late. He was part of the Lakers. I mean, it was just a rivalry that we had with the Chicago Bulls. But I loved him because of his professionalism.
That's right.
And not only, I mean, he patterned himself after one of our Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan.
That's right.
And then he even took it
That's
up
right.
a whole nother level.
That's right.
So, you can't ask for anything greater than that. But, I mean, his mark on basketball is undisputed.
It is.
And
It is undisputed,
It is.
clearly, on all realms of the game. And what he would have done for youth basketball,
Women,
I mean, there's no telling where he would have
Really
taken
doing
that.
the women because
You
they all
know,
girls.
Because, and his daughter was a beast. As a matter of fact, when I was in church this morning, our pastor made an announcement that there was one of our youth that played in a tournament with her and beat them the week before.
Wow.
So she played with Gigi in the last game that she ever played.
Wow.
So now you reaching all the way to Garland from
That's right.
California. Mama did all of that.
Yeah.
He did. That was his thing. So he'll live beyond him just being here.
That's right.
Literally. But I mean, his legacy will reign like Wilt and all the rest of them greats.
Oh yeah.
And do you remember when Magic was stepping down? When you're like, oh my God, what are we gonna do now?
Right.
Remember that? Yeah. How are we gonna? Who can take his place?
Yeah.
The mold has been broken.
That's right.
But how is this gonna turn? Keep basketball to where it's at? Yeah. Until when he came on the scene, we just watched. 3 years later, it was a powerhouse.
Magical.
Yeah.
Undisputable.
Yeah.
And
you know what's interesting? When the Lakers had a decision to make between Shaq and Kobe, yeah, that's when they talk about the work ethic, right?
Absolutely.
They started work. Shaq kind of, but he got heavy.
Yeah.
He used the season to get in shape.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe come in and shape. That's kind of what rubbed them two kind of against each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they took Kobe instead of Shaq.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
right now, Shaq was
That was
saying
the best decision.
that he should have did what Kobe did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shaq can tell you if Shaq would have stayed in shape or had the work ethic Kobe had, Shaq would have been hands down the greatest player to ever play basketball.
I believe that.
Because nobody would have been able to stop him.
No.
In shape Shaq?
No.
All season?
No.
Not with him shooting them bricks from the line.
He had to shoot bricks. He gonna dunk on him.
Not from that free throw line. He's not.
Man.
That's why they came out with the hack shack.
Exactly.
Teams have won games over the hack shack.
Exactly.
We can't hit a baseball.
But you know what free throw is?
The hacker shot came out in college.
Yeah.
You know what repetition is?
Practice.
Because I'm a Rockets fan. Hakeem Olajuwon was the same.
I'm sorry.
When he got in the league, he worked.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, man.
He was the Shaq before Shaq.
No. There's a difference between
Daryl Dawkins was the Shaq before
No. There's no one in the league shoot free throws worse than Shaq, but Andre Jordan, right? He got to be the worst, right? But Dawkins, all these other big boys, they gonna make one out of three.
They changed the way the game was played. Yeah. They came up with the 3-second key just because of Daryl Dawkins.
Yeah.
But what I was saying is the work ethic, how Hakeem Olajuwon worked with it, right? And he got up to 75-80%.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
From 50. You know what I'm saying?
Hakeem had pretty much that same work ethic that Kobe had. He's going to work on his game off season.
And that's what Kobe. That's what Kobe and Shaq ran into.
While Shaq had Jack in the Box, I'm sorry, in and out out there, right? So Shaq had a whole different game plan apparently, and that was just dunk over somebody, right? But just think about it. Granted, Shaq was great, right?
Yeah, he's great.
But had Shaq did what he's supposed to do, work on them free throws,
right?
Shaq would be elite, of a big man, right?
So what's y'all favorite Kobe moment before we move off this? I said mine.
My favorite Kobe moment was an All-Star game. He was facing his mentor, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, yeah.
He shook him out of his shoes, man, and went to the basketball. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite moments.
Yeah.
I hated it because I'm a Jordan fan, but man, you had to give it to him.
I don't know, man. That's hard to say.
Well, you got a lot of them.
You got so many. You got so many, man. The guy threw up 81 points in a game.
But that's why I said what I said when I saw him come to fruition. When I said, "Oh, that boy bad." That was my favorite Kobe moment because I saw like, "Oh yeah, he gonna be great."
I think the last game he played.
Yep.
That last game.
What was that? 16? What? How many?
60.
60 points.
Yeah.
That was the last game he played. Hey, that's will, determination, and all. And Shaq told him, asked him, go out there and score me 60. He was like,
No, he said 50.
he said 50? Was it 50?
He said 40 or 50.
Yeah, he went out there and scored 60. So I think the last game he played was the top of the iceberg right there.
Right.
So,
Hard to beat them 80 points, man.
Yeah, man.
Hard to beat them 80 points.
Yeah.
It's the closest one to get 100.
Yeah.
81 points, man, in a game. I don't even know what the final score was, but 81 points is a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey. Anybody got anything else on Kobe?
Rising spirit.
24?
Want to do 24 for Kobe?
24 what?
Look out that. Check it. Remembrance.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go right now.
We'll go. 24 point countdown. No silence, right?
Back to business.
Rising
Rest in peace,
spirit.
Kobe.
Yeah.
Good life, baby.
Mamba.
Good life.
Well,
All right, we're going what you got for me, Jerome?
Being the old guy in the group,
Right.
I
What you got for me?
always say, I have a saying in life.
Yes, sir.
Each and every one of us is well, and Kobe, I think, exemplified it more than anyone.
Right.
The worst thing in the world is your last day. You hear, you say, "If I could have, should have, would."
Oh,
I don't think he had. I don't think he had that word.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Any and everything he could do.
He did what he wanted. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Ashe.
All right, we're going to move on to the NFL.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Like David Letterman would do.
All right, yeah. We ain't talking about Super Bowl yet. We talking about around the Super Bowl, right?
Well, you got to start with Pittsburgh. Number one.
We ain't gonna start on the Steelers yet. We're gonna start on Eli Manning, his retirement, and do you think he is a Hall of Famer?
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
let me go. Let me get this out.
Hold on. Let me say this right quick.
Go ahead.
Name me, and I did this with Will early in the week. Name me one quarterback that's won 2 Super Bowls that's not in the Hall of Fame. Ooh, that's hard.
He won 2 Super Bowls?
Eli won 2 Super Bowls.
I know.
But name me one quarterback that won 2
Oh no.
and ain't in the Hall of Fame. Ain't now.
See.
So
Wait 1 second. Because that's the only reason why he's getting in.
I was about to say,
That's all.
is your criteria to be in the Hall of Fame winning Super Bowl?
Say that again.
Is that the criteria to get in the Hall of Fame?
Well, I think the criteria is playing the best on the best day.
No.
On the biggest
No,
day.
it's not. No, it's not.
No.
The requirement to get in the Super Bowl is numbers. It's putting up
Somebody
numbers.
come a Hall of Fame?
Yeah, Hall of Fame. It's stats. That's exactly right. Now. Yeah, he gonna get in.
Yeah, he gonna
Is it gonna be?
By name alone, you gonna get in.
Yeah. He gonna get in. And he gonna get in on the first ballot, but he's not gonna lead all votes coming in.
Right.
No.
I don't even know who's gonna be with him, but he won't be leading all votes.
You might not get in first ballot.
That's
Yeah,
all.
he gonna get in. He gonna get in first ballot. He gonna get in first ballot. Yeah.
Because the name alone, he
The
gonna
Manning
get
name is dad is in, right?
Brothers
Brothers
and
in.
And he's going to be in.
He gonna be in.
Going in.
Yeah.
The thing is, with Super Bowls, like with Ben, right? I'm still a fan. To get to the Super Bowl, your quarterback has to play. The only one that I ain't seen that ain't had to play was Garoppolo. But everybody else, you got the ball. Your quarterback got the ball to get to the Super Bowl. Ben had the ball. He might not have played good in the Super Bowl, but to get there, you got the ball. When I seen Eli go to Green Bay, and he throwing darts in a blizzard, and they won, you know, them games right there. Cause to me, if you just go on stats, Tony Romo is a Hall of Fame.
No question about it. No question
On
about it.
stats, right?
No question about it.
What make him not? Cause he didn't ball when he had the chance to in the playoffs.
Yeah. He just blow up in big situations.
Hey,
He just blow up in situations.
and I want my main guy playing when it's on the line.
Right.
Do or die.
Right.
He will not be.
That's why I say Eli is gonna get in. When it would do or die, he made that happen.
Did Eli make it happen each time? Was it his receiver core and the running back?
Hello.
And his defense.
Yeah.
Hello.
It probably was some of that.
I agree.
Do you
with that.
remember the catch that was made on his helmet? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do you remember him running around, escaping the sack, and throwing? See what I'm saying? You got to think about those things. He ran out of the sack.
That wasn't a regular.
He the one that had to stay up.
Yeah, but do you recall?
Normally he like do like this, do incredible,
Right.
You know, he didn't do that.
But what about them 5 picks he threw that game?
Yes, he did.
What about them 5 picks in key situations?
Is he regular season guy?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care if it was outlawed. He threw 5 picks.
Yeah.
He pretty much doesn't know his stats, but I guarantee his stats ain't better than a lot of people. Why Tony McNabb and
Well, he was MVP. He was MVP of the league.
Right. McNabb, Stephen McNabb, who rest in peace.
McNabb, yeah, McNabb.
Right. Why these guys ain't in there? Cunningham, I get it.
You tell me what they ain't done.
They ain't won a Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Steve McNabb did, didn't he?
No. He got him there, but
Guess who ain't gonna get in? He got to be the sorriest thing smoking. That's your Flacco. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. Flacco get in. Watch Flacco get in. Flacco get in.
If he ain't 5,
No, he won't.
I don't think so.
Bill Brooks gonna get in.
No.
Bill Brooks gonna get in.
If Phil get in, Romo should get in.
exactly.
Well, Romo gonna get in before Phil Brooks. His time
Romo ain't gonna get in.
His
That's
time.
what I'm saying. If Phil get in, Romo definitely should
Roma
get in.
ain't gonna get in.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Well, he get the ring. Come on.
No, Jerry ain't gonna have that. Jerry ain't gonna have that. Romo gonna get in. Jerry not gonna have that.
Right.
Jerry not gonna have that. His boy gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
And why is Drew Pierce not in there?
There's some
Because of what he
personal
said.
You better believe it is.
The only quarterbacks that's got in that haven't won a Super Bowl is what? Marino.
Dan Marino,
Right.
one of the
Right,
greatest.
it's true.
One of the greatest.
That might be body.
Mhm.
Do you see Romo as a Marino?
Yeah.
No, he ain't close.
Yeah. He gonna get in, man. Just trust me, Rod. Rod, they getting in, man.
If he do, it's gonna be Lord. He always bad.
Who what?
Who was the quarterback you talking about?
Marino.
Marino. He the only one I
He
think
ain't
that
got
ain't won a
nothing.
Super Bowl that's in the Hall of Fame.
You said 2 Super Bowls, didn't you?
No.
There's another one. There's another statement.
Yeah.
Which quarterback that's in that haven't won a Super Bowl?
Warren Moon.
Warren Moon.
Yeah.
Did he win the Super Bowl?
No.
And who
Oh
else?
yeah, he in there.
And Marino.
Jim
But
Kelly.
Jim Kelly.
Jim
Kelly,
Kelly.
he was the
He
fourth.
won enough to win. That's for sure.
Okay. If that's the case, why McNabb ain't in there?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't
And now they
know.
getting it.
I don't know.
Now I'm not gonna get it.
I don't know.
McNabb is just like Romo.
I'm big. Y'all see me?
Yeah, I don't
McNabb
know.
is just like Romo.
You're not getting it.
I don't
Them
know.
guys had to win a Super Bowl.
One more what? He's the only black quarterback in there, right?
Yeah.
But you know where they got Moon in there?
But Doug Williams ain't in there.
Doug Williams not even.
No, we don't deserve to get in there.
He got
He's not gonna get in there. He got nowhere near the stats.
Yeah.
He didn't start that Super Bowl game. He came in and replaced a quarterback.
No, he started
No,
that Super
he
Bowl.
started.
No, I don't think he did. I think he replaced that.
No,
he started.
He did start. Anyway, his stats ain't that.
He didn't start the season.
It started. His stats ain't that.
It's that's not.
Yeah, his stats not there. If Doug Williams get in, you might as well let me in.
Yeah,
Maybe I will. And I like Doug Williams. I love Doug Williams. I like what he's doing, and he's still in the game. But Doug Williams, nah, stat-wise, he way behind. He way.
All right, let's move on. Phillip Rivers. Somebody said something about Phillip Rivers.
Oh, the gunslinger?
Yeah.
No.
Nah, the Chargers said they moving on without it.
He got the stats.
Do you think he gonna stay in the league? He got 10 kids, so he probably needs some money.
Probably got to stay in the league.
Who you think gonna pick him up? TJ, who you think gonna pick him up?
I can tell you who should.
Chicago needs
Grab the mic.
Jacksonville need him. Tampa Bay need him.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Tampa Bay gonna.
All right. All of them.
Tampa.
That's the teams
Tampa
there.
got
Miami definitely need
He's
him.
going to Florida
Yeah.
anyway.
He can go to Sunnyland and just
Pittsburgh.
stay down there.
Pittsburgh.
We got Ben Roethlisberger.
Big Ben, 60 years old.
He is that. Which bad league?
They can't leave though. They can't be in the league together.
Y'all show like the retired Ben, don't you?
Hey, Big Ben's beat up.
Y'all like the retired Ben.
No, we don't want that.
This has been gone.
So is Phillip Rivers the Hall of Famer?
Yeah. Yeah, his stats there. He got stats. He got stats.
Man, I'm looking at TV. Look, and I kind of agree with who was that? Dion,
Right.
Dion and somebody. They're trying to water down the Hall of Fame, which I agree. They're trying to water.
What do you mean
because
water
they
down?
water down.
Yeah.
Well, they letting guys in that probably shouldn't be in. Like,
Right.
what's the running back for Denver? I think that opened up the floodgates.
Terrell?
Yeah.
You didn't mean that. Terrell Davis was our beast.
Look at me, Rob.
Terrell Davis was beast, man.
But he had longevity.
He didn't, but
He
that's
didn't have longevity.
Nah, but
Sharp
he
didn't have
had
those
seasons though.
No, Sam Sharp did.
Yeah, that's right.
He had something. He had a long
So
but you never Shannon Sharp said that.
But the thing, if you don't have the longevity, which I was talking to Will earlier, and I think this is how it's gonna go because with the CTE, and players not playing as long, I think they're gonna start viewing it as differently. I don't think they're gonna view it as you have to have the longevity, and I don't think you have to have all the stats. Is if you was on top of your game for 4 years, 3 or 4 years, you probably gonna get in. Because I think God, it's a young man's league. You ain't gonna hardly get to 30 no more, man.
So you saying it's a popularity?
No, not popularity. Well, it is pop because writers pick the guys if they like you, they're gonna give you the vote. But the thing is, I think it's gonna change. The Hall of Fame thing gonna change because players ain't gonna play as long. Because if I'm in the league and the way the money is, I'm gonna try to make my money that second contract. After that, I'm done.
Take my health.
Yeah. I ain't trying to have that CTE stuff.
Yeah.
You see Earl Campbell and all those guys. Earl Campbell can't even walk.
Why you talking about Zeke, man? I noticed who you got to get him to.
Who's Zeke?
Yeah. He got paid, and what did he do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
He doing what you doing. Sit right there on that. Sit right there.
Hey,
chill.
but let me respond to that.
Zeke sitting right there.
Now Dion made a good comment on that too as well. Dion said you got 3 of defensive linemen from Cowboys in the Pro Bowl. Why is that?
They were good.
No.
The Pro Bowl, the Cowboys organization.
No. That offensive line did not do their job like they supposed to. Open that hole up for Zeke this year. They did not do that. I don't think they should have. I don't think
We can rebuttal that all day. We can rebuttal that all day. So did not Barry Sanders. So did not what's his name looking for?
Barry is different though.
Oh, Barry.
If you're running back, you're running back.
That's different.
There's a difference between a running back and a quarterback. Barry did it.
I don't know.
Sweetness did it.
If Barry had half a line as the Cowboys had, his number.
So is that line the same line from 2016?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It does.
I think it
It's just
goes.
gonna get more yardage.
I think it goes hand in hand. You can't have the best line every year.
What you can have the best.
I mean, you can't big and be
Running
like,
back.
I got to have the best line every year to put up these numbers,
Now,
right? I mean, you
no
can't.
question, no question. You can't. There's no way. Here's the thing.
Sometimes it's on you.
I'm
And
gonna tell you.
I looked at him when he came out. He messed up by not coming in the camp in shape. He was not breaking the first man tackle. If you watch the game, he wasn't the same.
The guy.
He wasn't the same. He wasn't the same.
Undisputed.
Okay, you can't put on lines on.
Okay. So I can say this: the Great Wall of Dallas every year had a good offensive line.
The what now?
The Great Wall of Dallas. Emmett didn't do that by himself.
Right.
He had an offensive line.
But that was pre. That was a different league then. You know what I'm saying? That was pre free agency. That was pre salary cap. It's different. See, that's why Jimmy Johnson had problems when he left and they had the salary cap. You had to go around those constraints. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got Jerry got deep pockets and get everybody I want and keep them.
Right.
It's different.
But like I said, I agree with Dion. That offensive line wasn't the same as it was in 2016.
He wasn't the same either.
No, but
He wasn't the
But
same.
still, I thought he ran the ball good and hard this year. It's just the lead of running backs getting better and better.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think they're getting better and better.
Yeah.
But you got Zeke come in and no question about it, one of the best in the league. However, you know, it may be I don't know. It could be the better ring. You know, if you take the better ring off,
Right.
you know, it may be somebody. You know,
Right.
you know, I don't know, man.
But one thing I can say, with him and Gurley getting paid and the output that they showed, it made it bad for running backs because ain't nobody gonna want to pay him now.
So you think Derrick Henry gonna get a good?
No, he not.
He not.
Why would you? You see what's happened when you pay him, right?
Yeah.
And after he had all them carries, he balled out this year. But usually the year after that, you take a little slope down because you had all that beating and all the runs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So that made it rough on running back. That's why it was kind of stupid what Le'Veon Bell was trying to do.
Well, they should have put more incentive pay in there, and that'll keep the game, you know, motivated up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's a change in dynamics in the position. You know, they don't see it right now. It's more receiver, aired out. Just like we was talking about it earlier. It was a running game back in the day.
Back in the day, right?
Yeah. Now it's not a running game.
No, it's a throw.
It's a throwing game. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you know, there's one guy on my mind right now, right? Lonely forgot about it. This guy played a long time in the league.
Mhm.
You never hear about him anymore. This guy was a great running back, as far as I'm concerned, and have made his contribution in the community. And you don't hear about him. And I always ask myself, what is he doing right now today?
Who was that?
That little Don? Walk Don?
Walk
Remember him? The little running back?
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Right. And then he came to Atlanta?
Yep.
Yeah.
That guy put some work in, man.
You talking about as far as after football?
No, I'm talking about football. No, that guy played a long time, man. But he just wasn't that big name.
Right.
And he played for the wrong team.
Played for the wrong team.
That's right.
Right?
Mhm.
Walk put in some
Did he
work.
get a Super Bowl with Tampa Bay?
He did get
Yeah, he got Super Bowl. Yeah, he got
He
Super
put
Bowl.
Yeah, Tony Dungy left.
And what he doing after football with the single mothers and buying homes for
That's
single
right.
mothers, man.
While he was playing.
Yeah.
His mama was killed in New Orleans. She was a police officer in the line of work.
Mm-hmm.
In the line of duty, she was murdered.
Wow. She was a
He
single
had stepped up with the responsibility and raised his sister.
His sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
15 years old.
All right, man. Y'all got anything else y'all want to get to before we get to the Super Bowl?
No, but you talk about running backs.
Yeah.
Cowboys had a running back that led the league. Where is he now?
Who? Word?
Who?
Moore.
DeMarco Murray?
DeMarco. Where is he
He
now?
coaching at Oklahoma.
You got a job.
We got a job at Oklahoma coaching running back.
Run back coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Took a long time.
See, that's the thing about the Cowboys. They're always going to get a running back that's going to lead the league in rushing one year. Then the next year, you don't know what happened to him. You know? What's his name? Marion Ball?
Same thing. Same thing.
Same thing.
Right.
Same thing.
It's one thing we talked about on the show last week is before we get to the Super Bowl, it was black quarterbacks. And I have this thing, black quarterbacks, to me the money is like if you're a backup, if you could be a long-term backup.
Yeah.
That's good money, right?
Yeah.
They don't let black quarterbacks be backups. How many black quarterbacks you know that they might not have been starters, but they could have been a decent backup?
Yeah.
That they got pushed out of the league really fast. Now with the Steelers, it depends on the organization. Steelers and some organizations, they'll take a black quarterback and have a backup for a long term. But most,
Charlie Batch.
most won't do that.
Talking to the Steelers, they had a black backup quarterback. 3rd and 20 is the only time they got in.
No, but I'm saying,
Yeah, I'm saying
It's just a
if
matter
it
of
wasn't
time.
3rd and 20, he could.
Right, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
They're coming now. They're coming.
well,
They're coming.
pretty soon that's all they're gonna have.
Yeah, they're
Well,
coming.
can we talk about the head coaching positions?
Oh yeah,
Why
we
we
can talk.
don't have any of those?
That comes with that because who was saying that on one of their shows? When you have a quarterback, a backup quarterback, that goes into
The
assistant
coaches.
coaching.
Yeah.
That goes in the offensive coordinator. That goes in these positions where you can get promoted up.
Richard
So if
Sherman.
you don't have nobody even starting that, then you don't have that pipeline going into the coaching going into the upper echelon of the coaching, right?
Certainly.
Right.
Richard Sherman talked about it in an interview he did a couple of days ago where they were asking him about the black head coaching position. And he pretty much said it's the media. You guys are asking the players a question when you should be asking the general managers and the owners and those people in those type of positions.
True.
Because the players have no say-so. And he said, we as players don't even have a say-so if we're going to be here the next year or not.
Yeah.
You know, it's up to the owners and the executive staff.
You got it right. We need more black ownership.
Black ownership.
But the thing is, with a franchise, they got to vote you in. They got to vote to you to even buy
Exactly.
a franchise.
Yeah.
They got plenty of black guys that can buy franchises.
Right.
We got plenty of black billionaires, right?
That's right.
Yeah, you're right.
And they want to buy.
Right.
But
But they
they
won't
won't
let it. They don't
Right,
let it.
right. But they got to vote you.
That go going that
They'll get an Indian guy
What?
or an Arab guy or an Arab guy. Right. Right. So what's the fear of us being in? What's the fear?
Power.
That's
Power and control.
none of us can be a power. Not that type of power.
Right.
I mean, you have to be controlled. There's a level of control that they have to maintain.
That goes along with it.
Yes, and so they don't. They
Control
can't
over
predict
what?
it.
Control
Now, I
over
will
what?
say, control over the power. Those owners have power.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of power. Now, I'm interested to see with them bringing Jay-Z in and how he's going to
Right. I'm trying to see what.
Yeah, I want to say. I'm
what he gonna
hoping
do
he
with
got
that.
he's got a crack in the door, so he's in.
Right.
He ain't already across the threshold, but he's
Right.
got about half of them in and half of them out.
And see, I'm not hating on Jay-Z because you got to move and shake how you got to move and shake.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
somebody's got to be 1st.
Right.
I mean, and he's getting a lot of controversy but somebody has to be the first one.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so if he can get in and get some information that we don't have access to, maybe then he can help the next one. But
Right.
somebody's got to be the first.
Somebody got to
Right.
sit at the
Yeah,
table.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We got
Even if we had the kids' table.
Yeah.
We got a few NBA owners, right? But the NBA is a different. They see
Different
us.
animal.
Right,
It's a different
right.
animal right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You're right.
Well, I gotta ask. We talk about coach. What happened to Lovie Smith?
He at Illinois. Right?
I mean, when I say what happened to him, why couldn't he get a job?
Ran the Bears.
All
You got a bad deal. You got a bad deal in Chicago.
That's no question. But why couldn't he get a job someplace else?
So Marvin Lewis got bad.
It's- They don't use us as like Dallas coach. He's a retread. You don't see too many black retread coaches,
Never.
right?
Never.
If you fail in one play, you're a failure.
You were done.
Right. You're done. Right. So
Yeah.
Excellent.
You might be able to coach
I just think
somewhere.
it's down the road.
it's coming.
It's not.
I
It's not poured into them right now. These black billionaires.
Yeah.
They says, you know what? I got money invested in all this other stuff. So, let me get in. It's about getting in when the timing is right.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think the timing got to be right.
Gotta be
And they
right.
got to want you. You know what I mean?
It's about building relationships.
Yeah.
I mean, when you come in as a player or even as a coach, you have to start building your relationships then.
Most certainly.
Right.
Most certainly.
Because those relationships are going to get you
Oh,
inside
yeah.
the
No
door.
doubt about it.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
so it starts there. And then I can even go further back than that because one, a lot of these guys were broke
Yeah.
by the time they got out of the league.
Mhm.
So at
Yeah.
first it starts, we need to teach you the value of money and how to let your money make money. And,
Right.
so you can keep money and then invest it in, your own people, helping each other out.
Right.
So it starts there with the mindset of
Yeah.
the money, then, building the relationships to get more money, to
Yeah.
get more people in the door.
I think Venus and Serena have part ownership in
Miami.
Miami.
It's about concept. It's a lot has to do with concept because I guarantee you, like a person like Magic that understands it,
The ins and
right?
outs.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
He
Right.
understands business,
Right.
right?
Right.
Magic could if he really wanted the NFL,
Yeah, he'd be probably
he could be a good candidate,
Yeah.
and they won't even question him. He's sitting there.
But you know what? I think they probably have tried. I think just the NFL culture is not there yet. As far as a top echelon of the owners and stuff.
Ownership.
Yeah, I don't think they there yet.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's talk Super Bowl. Hey, we got another still fan in here.
All right.
Man, y'all don't play.
We're gonna take over Palomalo. Let's
What's his name again? What's the guy name on the back of the shirt? That's him with Dr. Hair. Big jersey.
All right.
Hey, we're gonna move on to the Super Bowl here. Right?
Yeah. Let's get it.
Kansas City. 49.
Kansas City.
Now they normally say defense wins championships, right?
Right.
Yeah.
If you go by that,
Yeah.
that's 49ers all day.
Yeah.
Right? But my pick was Kansas City, and the reason why, because I think Mahomes is a different cat. He's a different cat. Well, I think he's a different cat, man.
I think he's different too. I agree with you. And you and I don't normally agree on one.
No, normally we don't agree too much.
I agree with you on that. That guy is magic.
Yeah, he's a
And
different
he's
cat.
hungry. He's
The
hungry.
kid is no. Forget about the home. He's only been in the league 3 years. I'm not worried about the home. I'm just talking about what this guy can do.
This football knowledge.
This guy,
is smart.
he does no look passes and stuff. This guy's incredible, man. This guy is the Kobe right now of football.
Right.
This guy make things
Right.
happen. He make it happen.
He's Kobe in
This
football.
guy make things happen.
That's right. That's right.
This kid is unbelievable, man. This kid, man, you saw what he did with Houston.
Yeah.
Then turn around and did it to Tennessee.
7 consecutive scores.
Have y'all ever seen anybody do that in
Nobody
the playoffs?
done that.
You be down 24
24 with Texas.
and you come back that quick.
Somebody
I ain't never seen that.
Somebody had a 28 point lead, 28-3, and they lost the Super Bowl. Not saying no team, but
Hey, man, keep going. Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Buffalo did against
Yeah,
Buffalo.
they did. They did.
Yeah. So, really, truly, this got to be the highest viewing Super Bowl
Oh yeah.
in years,
Oh yeah.
right? Everybody got to tune into this game because now, both teams that's there, they deserve to be there.
They deserve to be
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah.
Maybe with, at least we know San Francisco do. Maybe with the exception, if it wasn't Kansas City, it's supposed to be
Baltimore,
right?
which was an upset to a lot of
Right.
us.
But man, when I tell you this is gonna be fun,
Yeah.
I'll tell you how fun it's gonna be. Vegas scared.
Right.
Because the spread is what? One point.
That's a
Vegas
pick.
scared.
And the over-under is still at
That's a
54
pick.
points.
That's a
Vegas,
Yeah.
yeah. Vegas is scared of this game.
Yeah.
The team that fails to score is going to be the team that loses.
Yeah.
The team that what?
The team that fails to score, they need to, that's going to be the team that loses.
I'm gonna tell you something else, man, and it don't make I'll take a rocket science and figure it out. If you ain't gonna score, you ain't gonna win the Super Bowl no goddamn way. You gotta score. Yeah. It ain't gonna end up 0-0. Right?
Somebody win.
But I'll tell you this, what will not happen today
What's that?
is Kansas City get down 20 points and come back.
That's not going to happen.
It will not happen today.
Not with the San Francisco.
Even with the Magic boy up there, he ain't coming back to get down 20 points.
No.
It's not
We
going to
said
happen.
that the last time.
I don't
We
know.
said that
We
the
said that
last
when
time.
they were down to Houston. I'm like, man, the game over with.
I got up with another room.
It's not San Fran, though.
You ain't gonna get this.
What's that, man?
You're right.
Not San
San Fran got a defense.
So
He
that's
said it many years. Defense win games, boy.
Yeah.
And San Fran definitely got that. Hey, and you can't underestimate their offense now.
That's
It's
right.
Right.
That's what y'all estimate. Shit, that got
You spot
offense
you
put
spot
up some points.
spot him today.
Don't read that.
It's gonna be
Give
the
him
battle.
14
It's
for
gonna
me.
be the
See what
battle of the
happens.
turnovers.
Nah.
Whoever
Well,
can sit up there and get a turnover
Right.
when needed, that's what's gonna happen.
And that can capitalize off of it.
That's right.
Right. That's
They
the
gotta
way
score.
That's one thing I know. That's one thing I know. The team with the red gonna win.
That's what I said.
And that's a fact. The team with the red gonna win.
What you think, man?
I think the key to the game is going to be if Kansas City can stop San Francisco's running attack. If they can stop San Francisco's running attack, and it ends up between a shootout between Garoppolo and Mahomes,
There's no.
it's going
There's no
Kansas
contest.
City's going to win that. Now the thing with San Francisco with their front four, they're going to have enough contain to keep Mahomes in the pocket. Because once he gets outside the pocket, and he can ad lib, kind of like a quarterback I know where black and gold, ain't no way in the world a DB is going to be able to keep up with those receivers for longer than 4 seconds.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the key. That's one. Then two, both coaches have Hall of Fame experience. I mean, have Super Bowl experience. Both coaches have lost the Super Bowl based upon boneheaded offensive play calling mistakes.
Right.
So I'm gonna be real interested to see which one out schemes the other. Because Kyle Shanahan, he's a heck of a scheme on offense. We already know Andy Reid what he can do. So it's gonna boil down to which offensive scheme. Because everybody's looking at it from a standpoint. Well, it's gonna be Kansas City's offense versus San Fran's defense. That's pretty much gonna be the head. That's gonna be the headline of the game.
That's it.
But if Kansas City messes around and is able to start running the football, because they just gonna rush forward and drop everybody else because they don't respect the Kansas City run game, which they don't have any reason to. That's gonna be the chess match for me.
Yeah.
What do you predict the score?
Yeah, who you
predict the score?
I want a winner and a score.
I don't know. It's going to be probably a high scoring game.
It's gonna be tough. My supervisor, Kansas City Chiefs fan, my best man.
So you worried about getting fired?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not.
And I'm on tape. It's on record. I actually think it's gonna be a low scoring game. I really do. I think y'all saying the over under 54. I think it's gonna be under. I'm thinking it's gonna be one of those 24-17s type of games. It ain't gonna be no 42-35. I'm thinking more of maybe 21-24. Will end up coming down to a field goal kick. However, there's one thing that I want to put out there. I just really hope that it doesn't end up being an official's non-call or call that's on the instant replay. You see this big miss, and that be a major determining factor in the football game.
Yeah.
That's what I don't want to see.
Right.
Yeah.
You still didn't give me a whip.
That's how the 49ers lost last time.
Kansas City.
Kansas City. Okay.
That's a good score.
Kansas City by 3.
You say what?
He said supervisor of Kansas City, so what do you expect? He gonna say Kansas City.
Don't want the horrible shit, right?
Yeah.
I can't work it then.
Right.
We wouldn't hire.
My only connection to the Chiefs is who I'm going for because of Andy Reid. He's been with Philadelphia for 14 years. I think he's an awesome
That's
coach.
right. This guy
I think he's an
biased.
awesome coach. That's right. I'm a little
That's
biased.
right. You biased because Andy Reid was at Philly.
I want him to
Right,
win.
man.
And I'm thinking it's going to be 28-24.
What you got, TJ?
Oh,
Yeah,
no. Oh, no. It all depends
You gotta
on
give me
Kansas
something.
City Chiefs defense show up again. What they did to Tennessee Titans running game.
So what's your prediction, though?
Kansas City. He look like Mahomes. You look like the youngest boy in the house, bro. I was Kansas City.
You gotta go with your light skin, bro. Go like that.
No. I think it's going to be 36-14.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
You talking about a big spread? Woo.
Man,
Wow.
that's interesting.
Can I get some of that action?
Who you got, Candy?
I honestly not have a pick.
No.
Yes, I want Kansas City to win. I'm just being
Oh,
biased
God.
though.
Because they don't want.
That's
Because
right.
they
We
don't
don't
want
want another
San Fran to
six-fold
Really?
Super Bowl to
Yeah,
yourself. We don't want that.
Right.
They should
So
have
I
had it
want
already,
Kansas City.
but it don't matter.
So yes, if
They
they
should
can
already
go
have
ahead
Super
and
Bowl.
pull out, like I said, it's
wanted
gonna
to
be
get Ray
turnovers.
Lewis in there before.
I believe
Turnovers.
that
Before he
it's
retires.
It's gonna come down to
something
turnovers.
that's happen
Right.
to make that. And so if Kansas City can go ahead and pull that out, yes, I'm ready for
Give me a
that.
score.
Oh, I don't know because I honestly think it's gonna be a high scoring game.
Yeah.
I think that they're going
Let's
to
go.
come out there and let's say,
Man,
let
what a great show we got coming up at 5:30.
35
It's
to 24.
gonna be something.
35,
This is gonna be good.
All right.
This Super Bowl.
Jerome, what you got for me?
It's a pick, but
Okay.
I got to go with San Francisco.
Okay.
I think that even though the young boy's great, I think San Francisco got something for him.
Okay.
They're gonna outscore him,
San Francisco.
and it's gonna be an over, not an under.
Okay. What's the score? What you got? You got
48-42. That's how many points I think.
Ain't no defense in play.
It's gonna be a whole lot of scoring today.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I really don't care. I'm keeping it all season.
You sound like Cowboy.
Yeah. Y'all already know.
Hey,
But
hey, Fred don't say what y'all always say up here.
Next year.
hey,
Y'all going to the Super Bowl, right?
we going to the Super Bowl next year. Hey, I read it. Super Bowl.
I take that.
Y'all
I
can
take that.
franchise tag back. You know all the Cowboy fans want San Francisco to lose, and for one reason only,
We don't want this.
they don't want to get another Super Bowl ring.
And that's a shame. That's a shame. That's the reason why they lose against that. That's a shame.
That's the same thing with the Steelers.
And the Steelers fan.
You're right. You're right. That's a shame, man.
I think it's going to be 3 points, Kansas City.
3 point difference.
3 points to score. Let's go.
I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game. I think it's going to be somewhere around 14-17.
Man, that's low.
Man, this high power offense, and you talking about
We talk about high power defense too.
The rules of the game.
Hey, skip all that. Let me get to the score right here.
Hold on. Let me get you wrong.
Okay.
Tyrone. And then you go.
San Fran.
You got San Fran?
Why you standing next to
You going against us still.
I don't want them to win, but that's who will win.
Okay. What's the score?
31-28.
Well, that's close. That's what I was thinking.
The
But
field goal?
I didn't have that, but I'm gonna tell you what I had again.
Okay. What you got?
Go ahead, son.
Okay.
The other Tyrone.
You better
I think it'll be a high scoring game. I think we're looking at maybe like a 38 to 25. And I got Kansas City.
You got KC?
Yeah, but once the boys get rolling, I think they're just going to run up the score on them. So
Yeah.
38. 30 on the low end, could be up top 45 on the high end. Because in the Super Bowl, generally, when somebody gets their heart taken away from them in the first 2 quarters, very few times in the Super Bowl that second team comes back.
You think they're going to take away
Except
from them?
Kansas City.
You think they're going to take their heart away from them?
I think Kansas City will take hard away by second quarter. When they down 21-0, it's over. And then there'll be some garbage points at the end. You get to 25, but that's it.
Okay.
He does make a good point.
Yeah, that's true. If it goes that way.
I think if it's high scoring, it bodes well for Kansas City.
Yeah.
So in the first few quarters, if they Kansas City go out there and get two or three good scores on them, most time by that they look at their phones trying to plan out what we're gonna do for the weekend because it's over with.
Right.
Okay.
All right, Tim, what you got?
Here you go, guys. I don't want to pick a winner. Score 33-30.
Wow.
That's the score.
You ain't gonna pick a winner?
No. If I had to pick a score, I'm gonna go with Kansas City.
Okay. I'm gonna put you down on Kansas City.
Yeah. 33-30. There it is.
That's
Right there.
Three points.
You call me? Hey,
Wow.
I am junior Jimmy Green.
Wow.
33-30.
Yeah.
Write that down,
All
folks.
right. This is mine. And we're gonna close it out. I think it's gonna be tight to about the end of the third quarter. Then I think it's gonna be a play here, play there. Kansas City gonna get up and get the ball rolling in the fourth quarter. And they're gonna win by 10, 38-28.
Wow.
38-28.
Yeah.
10
That's
points.
yeah.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you something.
But it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight into the fourth quarter.
Let me say something in closing that, and it was tough. It was tough for me to root against San Francisco because I did start watching them, and I said they are phenomenal. They are doing some magnificent things, and not only that, but I also wanted to give them the edge because
It was at the 49ers?
Yeah, I wanted to get them in only because of a colleague of mine. Because see, I went to the Devils, and Jerry Rice was there. Mr. Jerry Rice,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So and Jerry Rice is the whole Mr. San Francisco,
Oh, yeah.
right? So I wanted to give them the edge, but in this case, can't go that way.
Yeah.
I just can't. They'll get it one day.
Yeah.
But have they come back from something? What they win? 4 games last year? Yeah, there's 4-12.
Well, their quarterback was out.
Yeah, I don't care about that. When you got one quarterback down, you got to go to the goddamn backup. He should be just as good. He getting paid, right?
Yeah,
He getting paid.
Kansas City better hope that quarterback don't go down.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right. We're gonna close the show out. Hey, it's a good show. Hey, everybody, tune in. Halftime, I'll be doing like some spot interviews, see what everybody think. I'm gonna go live on my phone, and we're gonna do some spot interviews and see how everybody think the game going, what their predictions. I got everybody predictions now that I know. I think down, so I can start messing with you guys. All right. Let's close it out. Good show. I enjoyed it.
Before you close.
Before we close.
Right.
You ain't gonna say you ain't gonna stand up? Hey, stood up.
I mean, we don't have to do that.
Yeah, he closes out.
They had no clean clothes, so that's all they had.
Hold on. I got you on wax, dog. I got you on wax. You can't change that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mel, what's up? All right. We're doing a first